is the WWE ESPN deal. So ESPN has landed the rights to stream WWE's pay-per-view events, well, premium live events, really, starting in 2026. WWE and Disney announced the billion-dollar deal on Wednesday, stating that ESPN will host the wrestling company's biggest events, including WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Royal Rumble, etc. So it's 10 PLEs a year, but 12 events because WrestleMania and SummerSlam are now 2 nights each. So we don't know what's going to be happening with some of the smaller shows, because WWE did PLE-wise probably 16, I guess, or are going to have done 16 in 2025. There seems to be one every week at this point. We suspect the NXT big shows will remain on CW Network, and AAA will probably just stay on YouTube or wherever else it may end up. But yeah, so what was the number? Where was it? Well, the old number was $900 million from Peacock, but this is well over $1 billion. 1.6 billion to be precise, over 5 years, just for 12 shows a year.
When I just hear that number, it's staggering just to hear it. I think, what the hell? And a lot of that is unclear to me exactly what they're getting, but just the sheer amount of money. And what is the fight groups called?
The fight, well, TKO. Or
That's
UFC.
UFC. They got not a billion and a half.
No. The UFC got a heck of a better deal than WWE did, but we'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, WWE and ESPN 5-year deal. So ESPN's launching a new streaming service. Dutch, are you going to get this, or do you get ESPN now?
I get it. I don't ever watch it.
Are you a big sports fan? Do they not have College Game Day and all that?
Well, that's different. That's football. I don't care who's carrying football, college football. I'm going to watch it. If Bill's TV station down the street carried it, I'd watch it.
Well, apparently you're going to be watching more ESPN then, because they've also expanded their NFL rights as well. So plenty for you to be sort of watching ESPN in the future, I guess.
What is what now?
Plenty. Right. Why are you wearing them headphones, for goodness? You just like them.
I just like them.
Yeah. The audio's coming out of his laptop. He just likes the headphones, because for some reason the microphone I got him,
well, I look
the
more
audio jack broke.
I look like I actually know what I'm doing. And I'm trying to hide the fact that I'm ignorant as hell of all this stuff. You've taught me more than anybody else, just by trial and error.
Yeah, I've been threatening to sort those headphones out for a long time. Anyway, we could get on audio stuff all day. Quote here, WWE has an immense devoted, passionate, blah, blah, blah. You know what it's like. ESPN chairman, somebody says, this agreement, which features the most significant WWE events of the year, bolsters our unprecedented content portfolio. Right, okay, here's the thing. I think to sort of justify, I don't know if it's justified. Put it this way, they would have to get millions more subscribers to basically offset this cost. Or at least well over 1 million, just to offset the WWE cost. And I don't know if they can attract 1 million or 2 million or whatever it is. Why are they doing this? And we'll talk about UFC, but why are all these streaming services overspending when it's like Netflix is the only one making money doing this?
Well, you're asking the wrong person. But they did call me up and say, would this be a good deal for us? And since it made wrestling some money, I said, yeah, go ahead and try it. I mean, I think it might be a good deal for you guys. And they did it. So I'm glad they're listening to me.
What was Peacock? They'd just gone a price increase, or they're about to do a price increase, but it was like only, I don't know, $8 or whatever it is a month. We don't get Peacock here, obviously, so I don't know. So that's now going from $8 to $30, assuming you don't already have ESPN. It's a pretty big price increase.
You're talking to me?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You talking to me?
Yes.
Hey, what movie was that in?
That's Taxi Driver. What's the
Taxi Driver?
What's his character?
You're talking to me? You're talking to me? Hey, people, if you're listening, and of course, I don't know how else you would hear this unless you're listening. We'll jump from one subject to the other, back and forth, but hopefully it's entertaining.
It was Travis Bickle, by the way, who was annoying me.
This whole thing has me in not a turmoil, but I just don't. I can't see all that money. I can't see where it's coming from. I mean, how they're going to make money from this?
Well, they're probably not. That's the thing. I mean, once again, like Disney or Amazon Prime or whoever it is, they're overspending and overspending in a war of attrition where basically they want to get rid of all the, like Paramount, because UFC's just signed with Paramount. Do you know how much they've paid? So this is for all UFC programming. So they're going to have traditionally what were pay-per-views. They're now numbered events, so UFC 302 or whatever it is. So they'd be the big events with title fights and everything like that. And then they'd also have the fight night events, which is like just over 30 of them a year as well. Have a guess how much Paramount. So that's about one event a week, just shy of one event a week. Have a guess how much Paramount are spending.
$2 billion.
$7.7 billion over 7 years.
That's $1 billion a year.
Yeah, 1.1 billion a year.
Yep.
I think the maths was done on this, and Paramount would have to get another 3-point-something million people to sign up to Paramount just to offset that cost, which they will never do.
I don't think so either.
Pat McAfee comments on the deal being signed with WWE. Congrats at WWE and ESPN on getting a historic PLE deal done. Great to see two powerhouses of sport and entertainment come together. I assume all the mid-level powerless bum-ass suits and ESPN will attempt to muddy this somehow. Out of context leaks, ignorant anonymous opinions, etc. But in the end, this agreement will outlive the dinosaurs currently guarding desks in Bristol, and this deal will be great for ESPN. Cheers to the future. So, ESPN and WWE is also interesting because obviously ESPN is sports and WWE is entertainment. So, I mean, what percentage of people do you think are going to be very snobby towards WWE?
That are there already?
Yeah.
Oh, that probably most of them. Most of them at ESPN are purists anyway, and they look at wrestling like, nah, it doesn't really. ESPN started out with, the Olympics and the weightlifting and football and, the true sports. So when they see a hybrid, and I say hybrid because it's half sports, half entertainment, they kind of look down on it. And they'll always look down on it till they threaten them, say, well, if you don't start looking up on it, we're going to fire your sorry ass. Then they might start looking up a little bit. But it's a great deal for wrestling. It really is. And when I'm reading that, I went, wow. They have made, say just 10 years ago, gigantic strides in not improving the product, but expanding the product. And they've done great. So I wish them a lot of luck. And we'll see how this turns out.
Yeah, like when WWE went to Fox in 2019, I think, it was a 5-year deal worth over $2 billion. And then when Raw stayed with USA, the 3-hour version, it wasn't that much less. So they were making $4 billion just on rights fees plus over the course of 5 years. And now they're making more money just with the pay-per-views. And then the Netflix thing is $500 million a year for 5, 10, or 15 years, whenever whenever Netflix gets sick of them.
Okay. When I hear all these numbers, I'm saying, how did they arrive at that number?
Well, there's bidding wars and stuff, aren't there? And, there's a lot of playing one company off the other. Well, this company offered us this much. What are you going to offer us? And for the most part, sport, or, even a pseudo sport like WWE, they're fairly ratings proof. They go down at a lesser speed rate on cable than nearly every other show that isn't sport. So that's why, for whatever reason, sport's so valuable.
And see, I don't even understand that. I don't even know how they come up with these figures. I don't know how they come up with these buy rates or the viewership rates. I don't know. It's all like Greek to me. Now, I can watch a match in a series of matches and tell you where it's headed, but, a lot of fans can do that. The money part, and that's why I'm not in the money at ESPN, because I don't know what's going on. All I can do is and this is your part of the show. You get to talk about this, and I can sit here and go, yep, I think you're right. Yeah. Okay, continue.
So you want to get to wrestling then? Oh, well, there is one more thing actually.
This is boring.
Do you think? I like the numbers, man.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I'll give you one more thing. We wanted to get rid of the old model pay-per-view, Ari Emanuel said. Mark Shapiro then added, it's antiquated.
It is.
Well, yeah, what do you think about pay-per-view then? Because, back in the 90s, 2000s, you would have your monthly pay-per-view from more than one company. People would buy it. I mean, what did you make of pay-per-view? Did you always just think it was a complete scam at the time?
It served its purpose. And now it's went the way of the dinosaur. It's an area Emmanuel, he used the right term, it's antiquated. It is. So
now it's only AEW and some boxing events and movies, both blue and not blue, that are using pay-per-view pretty much for the most part now. So
that's it.
In a weird way, I kind of like pay-per-views because if you actually buy them, it sort of forces you to sit there and enjoy it. Whereas if it's for free, you sort of just go to the kitchen.
You're going to sit there and enjoy it. If it kills you, you're going to watch every second of it because you paid for it. I've seen people like that. The movie would be horrible, but they would sit there and watch it all the way through because they have paid for it. So